Sriram Sai Kiran. I'm here to give my company review session on Maruti Suzuki India Limited. And coming to the registered office, it is at Nelson Mandela Road, Vasant Kunj, located at New Delhi. And coming to the history, it is formerly known as Maruti Udyog Limited, established in the year 1981. This is the largest car manufacturer company in India. It solely started its manufacturing from due to the idea of providing transportation to Indians where the public transport was less, and it collaborated with Suzuki, which was the 11th largest producer of car according to automotive industry. They licensed a joint venture agreement which from 1982 October 2nd. And coming to the next slide, branches, it is located all over India, namely New Delhi, Chandigarh, Lucknow, Haryana, Jaipur, Kolkata, Ranchi, Assam, Uttarakhand, Odisha, Mumbai, Pune, Ahmedabad, Indore, Chennai, Bangalore, Cochin, Hyderabad and Visakhapatnam. And coming to the shareholder pattern, foreign promoters hold the highest percentage of shares, followed by foreign institutions, and followed by financial institutions and national banks, mutual funds, general public, and also others. So coming to the management, chairman Mr. R.C. Bhargava, director Hiroshi Sakamoto, director Hikashi Takuchi, O Suzuki, director K. Satio, director T. Suzuki, director Tokahiko Hashimoto, director Sales and Marketing, Pallavi Shroff, independent director, RPC, independent director, P. Shroff, independent director, D.S. Brad, independent director, R.S. Kannad, independent director, Avukaya, managing director and CEO. So coming to the next slide, it is awards and recognition. The company, for its 9th time in a row, it is been elected in customer satisfaction survey. It is once again ranked first, and it also won the Golden Peak of Eco Innovation Award, and also ranks highest in automotive customer satisfaction in India for the 9th consecutive year. Maruti Suzuki becomes the first Indian car company to export 500,000 cars. And coming to the next, ranked as number 1 in JD Power Sales Satisfaction Index, hatchback of the year backed by RITS by Autocar, car of the year by Business Motoring, manufacturer of the year by CNBC Overdrive, third amongst global car companies in the world's most reputed company survey 2009, National Award for Excellence in Corporate Governance by ICSI. Coming to the product mix, so coming to the product, it has its various products in the models of hatchback, super mini, SUV, sedans and vans. And coming to the price, so Maruti follows Maruti key drivers of volume per sale for is been value for money strategy. This comes from its low cost learning from years of engineering in India. And coming to pace, it has nearly 1800 plus sales outlets in all cities combined. The major revenue comes from this service points, service centers. And coming to promotions, for each and every car, it ropes in a different celebrity or stars as brand ambassadors. And as we know, automobiles promotions is the most important thing. And coming to next one, this is a product line. So Ciaz, Vitara Brezza, Alto, Ignis, Baleno, Ertiga, and these all they are dependent on hatchbacks, SUVs, MUVs, and also sedans. So customer segment, coming to the customer segment, Maruti isn't fixed to a single customer segment. It aims to cover all the customers and lifestyle. Coming to market growth, even in this COVID situation, after the COVID situation actually, Maruti was it clocked an impressive 17.1% growth on a year-on-year basis in August 2020. These are the competitors. So coming to the market share, as you can see, Maruti holds nearly 50% of the market share, followed by Hyundai, that is 16%, Mahindra & Mahindra 7%, Tata Motors 6%, Honda Cars 5.17, Toyota 4.27, and Renault 3.10. We can see Maruti has a minimum of Maruti has almost 50% of the share. And coming to the next, these are the fiscal analysis. So in India, the rules and regulations keeps on changing. And taxation and labor laws affect the overall revenue of the company. Means this taxation and due to labor laws, employment will be growing. And coming to the economic factors, as we all know, Indian economy has seen a downfall, and due to this, the interest rates and everything will be raising, which affects the Maruti Suzuki also, and rise in oil prices. As we know, when the oil prices rise, people stop buying cars. And coming to the social factors, Maruti believes in enhanced customer requirements, and it has set up many welfare camps and for the education for unprivileged and adopted energy saving technologies. Coming to the technological factors, as we know, automobiles need to upgrade their technologies, or else they won't be surviving in the market. So even Maruti also need to see about the driving safety needs and everything, and also it has to invest a lot in their research and development. Coming to environmental factors, automobile industry follows international standards of emission and safety. There is growing, as we know, there is a growing concern about the pollution caused by automobiles. Maruti uses the 3R model: reuse, reduce, and recycle for a long time. And coming to the legal factors, Maruti Suzuki has to follow the highest standards of corporate governance. Coming to the next one, it is a Fortress 5 Force model. So threat from new players are increasing because outside companies like Kia and other companies are coming into the market, and also rivalry within the industry is also high, as new compact and mid-sized vehicles are coming within the industry, and also market strength of suppliers is low because all the automotive industries are within the same line, and market strength of consumer is high because consumer awareness is growing day by day, and threat from substitutes is also getting high. Next one, coming to the BCG matrix. So here we can see star is Celerio, depending upon the product, the star is Celerio, Alto, Eco, Vitara, Brezza, Baleno, Ignis, S-Cross and Ertiga. Coming to the question mark, it's Ciaz, Gypsy and Omni. Cow is Swift and Swift Desire and Wagoner, and dog is Zen, Estilo, Versa, SX4 and A-Star. Significant developments. In August, its production increased by 11%, and also the sales increased by 17% in the recent quarter. So this is the ratios. So as you can see, the gross profit margin started decreasing from 2017. It came down even more in 2020. Later, after the this information is the March information. After the COVID situation, it again started to raise. Come to the next slide. It is about the turnover ratios. So we can see 2018 is almost highest in every ratio comparing to everything. So coming to the BSE prices, there was a constant rise in the share price till 2017, and there were little fluctuations until 2018, and it started even more further declining in 2018 to 19, and from starting of 2019 it started to decrease even further, and during March it reached its lowest point, that is because of the COVID situation, and after that again it started to raise from March 2020. So these are the future plans. Means during by 2022 it want to target Hyundai Creta with a mid-size SUV, and also a C segment MPV, means multi-purpose vehicle by 2023, and a new model of Ignis and Concept Future E. This is an electronic car which it want to bring into the market. Thank you.